Lacerations from human teeth inside of a water park ride is something I never thought I'd say. What happened at this water park is like something straight out of a horror film. This park was nicknamed the most dangerous amusement park in the history of the world. Action Park was opened in 1978 in Vernon Township in New Jersey. It was primarily a water park that had three main areas. It had the Alpine Center, Motor World, and Water World. Now, adrenaline junkies and thrill seekers flocked from all across the world to experience the rides, and if they were looking for danger and jeopardy, they came to the right place. Action Park quickly gained a very bad reputation. But rather than putting people off attending, the bad press seemed to make people more keen to go. The rides were notoriously badly designed, and some guests were quoted as stating that the park was run by teenagers. It's reported that both staff and guests were frequently drunk, and the park had an awful safety record. Let's look at some of the most horrific tragedies from the park. The first death at the park came at the hands of the Alpine Slide. It was a concrete track with sledges on made from fiberglass and asbestos. In 1980, a teenager called George Larson was thrown from one of the sledges. He smacked his head on a rock, and after spending a week in a coma, he tragically succumbed to his injuries. The lucky ones only received broken bones from this ride. Then there was the infamous tidal wave pool. Again, this quickly gained a bad reputation for being a very dangerous amusement. Some even nicknamed it the Grave Pool. Due to the overcrowding and the severity of the power of the waves, in 1982 a teenager drowned, and years later another fatality. It's reported that lifeguards were having to rescue around 30 people per day from the horrific waves. How this didn't get shut down sooner, I will never know. Then there was the Cannonball Loop. This was a water slide with a full vertical loop, and it became weirdly popular when more and more reports were coming out about injuries people were sustaining. It would fling people up so powerfully that they would hit their heads on the top of the loop. Some people even got stuck. People got nosebleeds, and here's something absolutely disgusting. People would lose their teeth in the ride and they would become wedged in the loop. This caused other riders to get lacerations from being flung against people's teeth. In 1982, a guest was electrocuted by a ride called the Kayak Experience. His kayak tipped upside down and he fell onto an underwater wire which had not been safely grounded. Then there was the Tarzan swing. Many guests would slip off into the freezing cold water below. Some experienced shock, and one man actually had a heart attack as a result of this, and reports state that he tragically passed away. In summary, the park that was eventually nicknamed Accident Park or Class Action Park was horrifically chaotic and thankfully closed down in 1996.